Buenos dias, gente. Gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. It's real life. It's real talk. It's real. It's not fake. No added preservatives, right? None of that, hey, man, tell a story, homie. You know what I mean? We don't get down like that. Now, trip out, homes. I'm gonna tell you some actual factuals. Some real graffiti is getting written on the bus. Some real life shit. Be more man than them, right? Trip out. What I wanted to talk about today is where were my homeboys at when I was incarcerated? So it's good. Hey, can you send me 10 bolas? Chale, right? Didn't no one look out for me. I had it rough. Let me explain to you the situation about prison, CYA, jail, placements, camps, fire camp, whatever the fuck it may be. Locked up, they won't let you out. It's an icky, sticky situation, man. It sucks. It sucks, gente, truly, right? And in Menudo style in direct fashion, I had it bad. You know what I mean? You got it bad. Usher said that shit, and he was right. I had it bad. I had it very bad. My family didn't have a lot of money. You know, my mother was a single mother raising her children. So I couldn't depend on my jefita like some putos do, right? Hey, mom, can you send me $50 because there's some shit. I didn't have it like that. She just didn't have it. Spencer, I couldn't call my mom. She didn't have it, okay? So I knew enough not to even ask. Shit, hey, mom, can you say? She doesn't got it. Right there, you know what I mean? So there was no reason to even fucking, you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to take food out of fucking my brothers and sisters' mouths. So I just had to suffer. I had to go without. I had to hustle. I had to get a jailhouse hustle. So I was scared, you know what I mean? I had to draw and tattoo and fight and whatever I had to do. I'll take your shit. Give me your shoes. I had to do what I had to do to come up. You know, it's unfortunate that people have to go through that. But I had to, you know, when I was hungry at night, and there was plenty of times I was hungry and other people were eating sopas, I was just like, damn, right? None of my homeboys looked out for me. Nope. You want to know what they did? You want to know what they were doing while I was locked up? Well, as a youngster, they didn't have shit either. So they were still on fucking BMX bikes. So I couldn't blame that on no one, homes. That was something I went through, the struggle by myself. You know what you signed up for, right? That's what everyone always tells me. You know what you signed up for? Yeah, Holmes. There was a lot of hungry nights. There was a lot of nights that I didn't have nothing. But, you know, being a Norteño at that time, I had a lot of love for the cause, and a lot of people had love for me, and a lot of homeboys looked out for me. There was times when the only reason I had a deodorant or a bar of soap was because of the Norte. I can never forget these things. I can never turn my back on that. I shall never turn my back on that. You know, I will always know that the cause had a lot of love for me, and they took care of me for a lot of years. And in return, Holmes, I dedicated and gave my all. You know, I sweated, Holmes. I shed blood. I did what I had to do, Holmes, to establish yards, to maintain on yards, to represent that flag, Holmes, that we loved so much, or that I loved so much. And in return, I got a bar of Irish Spring and a fucking sopa, right? Hey, but I was happy, bro. I was very happy because for the most part, I went without. No one else looked out for me. I had nobody. Okay, my jefita was too busy fucking trying to come up. My jefita just didn't have it. You know, and that's all I had. The rest of my family, oh, they call me now because I'm a YouTuber. Hey, son's got seen you on YouTube. Yeah, you got that nice little chain right there. Yeah. What about when I was starving? You know, and I didn't have a fucking bag of Cactus Andy chips. You know? Oh, see the way my bank account worked at that time? Yeah, well, it's going to stay working like that, Holmes. Because I can't do nothing for you, man. You feel me? Shit has changed. Now I got the upper hand. I said, turned it on them. Chicano U-turn. I had a big old chistoso for them up on Indiana. So trip out anyways. As a kid, youth, I went through the youth authority struggling. I never showed it. You couldn't tell by the look on my face. I was like, you know what I mean? But late night, I used to be like, damn. When everyone's getting canteen around me, when everyone's getting them big brown bags full of fucking cosmetics, I never had nothing coming, man. Besides what I fucking earned in there, what I wiggled for, right? And that's just the way it is. You know, it's unfortunate. There's a lot of other people that went through the same struggles, and I know, and I could identify with it. You know, but there's some stories, man. You know, there's a lot I could tell you about how times get rough. That's the true struggle. You know, do you know how it feels when everyone else is getting canteen around you? And you know there's not a person on earth that's going to look out for you. No one. Nothing. It's just not happening. Spencer Holmes. It's just not the cards you were dealt, right? And whatever. When I went to prison, I always knew I was taking a penitentiary chance. So it was time for me to establish for myself. I made sure I put money to the side for bail. I made sure I put money to the side for a lawyer. I made sure I put money to the side because I didn't want to starve anymore, Estee. I didn't want to starve no more. You know, I went through that. I know what hunger pains feels like. I know what that Aqua Fresh tastes like, right? You know, motherfucker done, you know what I mean? Been that hungry, sitting in the oil. So I know what's up, right? Motherfucker looking at an apple like it's the only thing that matters in his life, right? That that's king apple right there. You know what I mean? When you take a bite, oh, that's the best shit. Hey, I ain't had nothing like this in 10 years. It's like a tamale, right? Bomb. Anyways, so I've been through it. But where were my homeboys at when I was struggling in prison? You know, I wasn't necessarily really struggling because I knew what time it was. So I kind of looked out for myself. You know, I had bitches. So I had women to send me money and some of my family was on top by this time, man. So they were taking care of your boy or looking out, you know. Christmases were always lovely. Food sales were nice. I had a little bit more than I had as a kid, you know, and I fucking appreciated that. Where were my homeboys, though? I'm going to tell you where they were. And I'm going to tell you where most of your homeboys will be. Not all, you know, because I'm going to tell you a story about a guy that I couldn't believe it. This motherfucker's homeboys had love, right? Like I never knew love like this before. It was crazy, right? He had more love than I get from that fucking baboso that loves me on his channel. Trip out on this. My homeboys were non-existent. While I was calling my chick, they were breaking into my house, taking my shoes and my clothes and shit. I was still active. They were hooking my old lady up with homeboys that were just getting out. Oh, don't trip. He's got 4 years. You know what I mean? We're just trying to, you know, look out one time. Okay. They were, you know, slandering my name, running me through the mud. You know, all of a sudden, I wasn't all that anymore. You know, then my chick would trick him. Hey, he's going to get out. He's going to beat his case. I'll tell my son, what's up, man? It's all good. You know what I mean? Hey, give him these back, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? All that. One homeboy ever in my life sent me any feria. Sent me 10 bolas. And forever, I will love that motherfucker right there, man. Forever. He knows exactly who he is. He's going to see this, right? He watches me. He's the only one. And he's the last one I would expect to do it. Not because of his character, because he's a great man who grew up to be a very good father. And I'm very proud of him, right? But because I didn't expect it or see it coming, it came out of the blue. I didn't even write him. I didn't even know where to write him, right? He just wrote me, sent me a picture of his family at Disneyland and said, hey, bro, I don't have much, bro. But what I do have is yours. Hey, here's 10 bolas. I said, fuck, this $10 means more to me. I'm going to frame it in myself. This means more to me than anything I've ever gotten in my life. Because I was like, finally, a homeboy looked out for me. So for all the fights, the stabbings, the stickings, the battery packing, the fucking, the getting jumped, the jumping, the fucking melees, the riots, the fucking scrapings, every single thing that I ever went through in life, I got $10 out of it. Yeah, right? That's what I got, right? Now, some of you might get a little bit more than I got, but that's just the way it went. You know, maybe I am grimy. Maybe I do come from the barrio, right? The hood. We don't have much but cucarachas and Wonder Bread, right? But at the same time, homes, hey, we made it work for us, right? But I was very happy that at least I got acknowledged by a homeboy once upon a time. Besides getting my house broken into, getting told on, getting slandered, getting my old lady's butt pinched. You know what I mean? There was just a lot going on, homes, that homeboys were not supposed to do to a righteous, real homeboy. You know, when I was out there, clickety clack, 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 handling business for the barrio and establishing our reputation, homes, and being just that one, you know, people were downtown at the police station like, you gotta get rid of this motherfucker right here. You don't understand, right? Here I am back in prison and everyone's like this. You know what I mean? Partying. Yeah, this gone. It's just, let's get party time, right? Bitches, right? Facts. And not everybody. Real motherfuckers in my water homes. I'm just saying some, you know what I mean? There were some that would rather see me locked up, you know, than to see me out there enjoying the fruits of my life, right? But they always said, oh, now that's a good homie. That's a good homie, all right. That's a good homie. His old lady gets good mama. You know what I mean? There was so much going on behind the scenes. It was ugly. And not everyone did that to me, you know, because they knew if I found out when I got out, it'd be a rather sharp occasion. You know, I don't give a fuck about that. Red on red was never a thing to me, man. You know, I never fucking listened to that rule. You know, if you disrespect a man, Holmes, you got man things coming. And that's it. That's how I always thought. I ain't the hardest motherfucker. I never pretended to be. I never will be, Holmes. But I ain't no bitch either. You know what I mean? That's again, I don't love other men. Now, listen, so where were my homeboys? They weren't there. And I've seen a lot of people go through the same shit. You know, you expect, man, you're good in the hood, Holmes. Your homies got a lot of love for you. I'm talking about they're always at your pad, spending the night, eating your jefita's food, Holmes. You know what I mean? Your old lady's fucking like, hey, throw him a pillow. Just your boys, right? And then you get locked up, Holmes. And these are the same motherfuckers that, you know, they turn their back on you. Oh, so you see, because the way my fucking hand works, I can't write. You know, I don't expect mail. I never expected letters. Come on now. You got to be stupid to think that your homies are going to write you every fucking day and all that. There's too much going on. There's too much wiggleization happening, right? But a little money order, maybe a little card or something, a little greeting card. Hey, go to the 99-cent store, Holmes. Now it's $1.25, right? Go to the store and be like, hey, Holmes, hey, you already know what it is, bro. And that's it. You know what I mean? That's love. You know, you don't know how it feels to be waiting at your door for mail that never comes. Never comes. Sally getting all kinds of mail. You know what I mean? You're like, can you hook me with a bitch, bro? Because the way my bank account works, right? You know, if it wasn't, like I said, if it wasn't for certain homeboys that you meet while incarcerated, the canalismo, a lot of people would be fucking up shit creek with half a paddle, Holmes, and row that boat, bitch, right? And that's just what it is. That's the facts. That's the reality of being incarcerated. That's the facts of being in prison. Your homeboys forget about you until the day you get out. And then guess what? Hey, look at this, my homeboy right here. Just got out of shit. Yeah, the wind's blowing. Yeah, fuck yeah, he's a real one. Yeah? Where was that fucking real one shit at when I was fucking starving? That's it. When all I wanted was a 2-cent sopa. Well, see, well, you gotta understand what the word. I was starving too. You know what I mean? With fucking shrimp fucking hanging out of their mouth. I was at the Marisco whenever I heard that. Yeah, I know. Old. Anyways, and it's like that time and time again, man. I've heard several stories, right? There's several situations. And for the most part, 99.9%, man, your homeboys, they just don't got that love for you, man. You know, Spencer Holmes, you're on your own. You did the crime, listen, now do the time. But I did it for you. No, you didn't do that shit for me. No, right? You know, all of a sudden, there's all kinds of excuses why they can't look out or why they won't look out. Fact remains, Holmes, they won't look out. Bro, you ain't got nothing coming. You know, they'll tell war stories about you while you're locked up. Hey, remember that time me and the homeboy? Yeah, where's he at, bro? Yeah, he's been locked up for like 3 years and shit. Hey, did the homies look out for him? Like to what degree of look out are we talking about here, right? All of a sudden, you know, I can tell you right now, man, I got nothing but love for my old school homeboys from my barrio. I know what it is, bro, and I know what time it is. Because when I would get out, you know, I didn't look out like that either. Sorry, man, it's the way of the world. There was a few homeboys I would look out for, you know, when I could. But for the most part, man, it wasn't a fucking weekly thing. Spencer, Holmes, life goes on, you know. I would die for these motherfuckers, but at the same time, Holmes, I couldn't even send them 30 bolas. What an asshole, huh? But I know what it feels like, so I could identify. Like I said, I sent way more feria than I ever received. I still got the $10, brother. That's all I have, right? There was a situation where I ran into a cat who was from a neighborhood. He was actually a gripa. He was a crip, right? This dude, bro, I don't know what it was about his neighborhood or what type of person he was, but this motherfucker got stacks of mail every day like that. Feria, visits every weekend that he was in that motherfucker. Unless we're on lockdown, he got a visit. His people had love for him. The courtroom was filled up with his homeboys. I don't know to what degree of motherfucking feria he had because there was reasons. There always has to be a reason, right? But they had a lot of love for this guy. And I was like, damn, bro. I should have been from your hood. I should have been like, crack. Yeah, come right? God damn, Holmes. I'm over there fucking breaking a soap in half, saving some for later. This Vato's over there with cajas. Like, hey, you need some soups? Like, no, I don't take nothing for anyone in prison. Shut up. This ain't Shawshank Redemption, bitch. Here. Right? It's nothing. That's how much feria he had. Now, like I said, man, every Valdiv is different. Every hood's different. People are different. Something about that guy and his character, man, made people look out for him. You know, and I don't know what it was. You know, like I said, I don't know the inner workings of his neighborhood. I just know that it tripped me out because I'd never seen nothing like that before. Ever. You know, just like I've never seen another man on YouTube telling another man that he loves him or he has a big dick. I've never seen that before either. Kind of similar, right? You get it. I just had never seen nothing like that before. So it tripped me out, right? But meanwhile, I got to reflect and thinking about my homeboys and a lot of other stories. Doesn't matter if you're Norteño, Sureño, Southsider, fucking Crip, Blood, Kumi, white guys, sprinkle them in. What's up, boy? Right? What's up, brother? Right? All that. Nobody gets love like that. Shit, you know what I mean? Your own homeboys, man, will fuck your old lady, man. Straight up. Your own best friend. Right now, as you're watching this, you're in prison right now, you're watching this on your cell phone, you know what I mean? You had to knock a fucking bitch to get that, right? Because your old lady didn't participate in that shit. She's getting ran, believe me, by the homies. You know? They're still the homies. They're just running your old lady. You know? How do you feel about that? I'm going to tell you how I felt about it. Didn't feel good, right? My homeboys didn't run my old lady, but they hooked my old lady up with another homeboy. So I guess pretty much they did what they did. And I'll never forget that. And I know who did it. And it's always going to stick with my mind, right? I could care less about the poop butt bitch nowadays. And I could care less about that certain individual. But at the same time, homes, you know, for it to happen to you when you're a righteous motherfucker, when you're still active, you're still good. I'm still good, right? And they're doing that to you. Imagine what they do when I'm not, right? Oh, shit. Bro, what's the difference, huh? What's the difference? Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there, man. There's a lot of people that get the misconception to think that you go to jail and your homeboys just love you and are going to look out for you. Nah, they're not, bro. They're not. And don't blame them. Don't blame them, bro. You know, life goes on out here. When you're locked up, homes, you did it to yourself. Homes, you got to go sit down. You're going to get everything that comes with it. So I advise, man, you put a little, if you're out there doing criminal activities, put a little money to the side. Take care of yourself because ain't no one going to take care of you. I guarantee it. Your old lady will be giving mamones to other people. You know what I mean? You think she's going to wait? That's it. Very few wait. And the world we live in, sabes que they'll suck a pipa in the backseat of the car while you're driving. So you already know what time that is, right? Shit. Spence on la tira. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, man. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, man, you know, take care of you and your own. Because ain't no one going to fucking take care of you. I guarantee it. Your big homies who you think, or any of your homeboys, from anywhere that you think got your back, oh, they got backs, all right. It's not yours, though. Anyways, with that being said, man, do your thing. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in. And that's coming together of all people. I'm going to tell my stories, homes, because they're real fucking stories, man. And people need to hear the real instead of all the sugarcoat, added preservative bullshit. Hey, man, when I was in prison, my homeboy used to write me. Stop lying, bitch. Your homeboy fucked your old lady. You lying. Bang, bang. The gun.